All right, I think we're live. Everything looks good. Yeah, we're good. Hello, everybody. It is your boy, Deluxe Man. And I bet you're wondering what happened to the cool layouts I usually have for these live reviews. Well, apparently, Google Hangouts Toolbox has crapped out. And apparently, it's glitching and I can't use it right now. So, unfortunately, I've tried everything to fix it. We're just going to have to go without the layout this time around. Hopefully by next week, this layout situation will be fixed and I can get back to having my cool backgrounds for these live reviews. And I apologize to everyone who, in your in your own right, some people don't really like the background. Some people do. I personally liked having the layouts. They actually make the shows feel unique. And I'm kind of upset that I can't have it for this review. So hopefully it won't impact your enjoyment all that much. It's kind of like WWE getting rid of Pyro. This is me not having Pyro tonight. So hopefully this will not impact your enjoyment. With that said, this is my review of the Raw after Royal Rumble, post Royal Rumble Monday Night Raw, January 29th, 2018. Was this a good show? Was the return of Jonathan Coachman? Was Asuka versus Sasha Banks? Was John Cena versus Finn Balor? Was watching Braun Strowman basically murder Kane? Was this overall a good show? I thought it was. I thought it was a pretty fun, pretty solid show overall. I feel like in terms of building up to Elimination Chamber, in terms of making us excited for what's to come in the future, I thought Raw was good tonight. I feel like the show delivered in more ways than one. And I'm actually happy to be up here to talk about it. Because usually when I come up here and talk about Raw, I'm like, here we go. We got to talk about this piece of crap show that did nothing for anybody. But tonight, I'm actually kind of happy. The 3 hours was well booked. The show as a whole gave me something worth talking about and something as a wrestling fan that I can ask for, which is to be entertained. Thank you. You entertained me for one night. Let's keep it going. And I think it's no coincidence that the first good Raw, like the actual good Raw, an actual good Raw for the year, is the return, features the return of Jonathan Coachman. I feel like Jonathan Coachman on commentary really helped this show. I was paying more attention to commentary than I ever was in the last, let me see. When was the last time I actually cared about Raw's commentary? I guess since CM Punk was on commentary. What was that, 2010? I guess? Maybe 2009-ish? Yeah, I'll be real with you. I haven't really cared about commentary since Punk was on there, and now that we have Jonathan Coachman back, it actually helps. And when I'm talking about commentary, I'm referring to Raw. SmackDown, of course, Mauro Ronaldo and all them people, for sure. But, you know, it's always good to have someone back that actually knows how to make people care. And Jonathan Coachman is someone that does a really good job at asking the right questions, making certain observations, saying the right things to make fans go, yeah, that's cool. That's really good. He knows how to make people invest into something, which is a very, very rare trait we have in our commentators nowadays when it comes to WWE. So it's good to have him back. And I feel like he made the commentary a lot more interesting than most of the times we have commentary on our shows for Raw, SmackDown, and WWE. Alongside Jonathan Coachman, we got the newest inductees of the Hall of Fame, the Dudley Boys. Bubba Ray and Devon are your newest inductees into the 2018 Hall of Fame. Awesome, well-deserved. Easily runner-up for greatest tag team of all time. If you were to ask me right now, who do I think is the greatest tag team of all time, it would either be the Legion of Doom, of course, the Road Warriors or the Dudley Boys. Now, others would argue the Hardys, others would argue Edge and Christian, but I can't name you a tag team that's won as many tag team belts as the Dudleys, not just in WWE, but ECW and TNA, and then you got some overseas companies that they've won tag team titles in. They have went all over the world and won titles. Easily one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Well deserved. Honestly, I might even say it's way past due to put these two in. So congratulations to Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys. Get the tables for being in the WWE Hall of Fame. They are going alongside Goldberg and whoever else is being inducted. All right, I think that's everything. Other than that, like the video, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Check out everything down below in the description box, as well as links to my PayPal and Patreon if you would like to help a brother out. And of course, if you want to help expand the brand for your boy, Deluxe Man, buy yourself a Deluxe Man t-shirt today from Pro Wrestling Tees down below. We kick off the show with Stephanie McMahon, because why not? We have to kick off the show with Stephanie McMahon, because it's Stephanie McMahon. She comes out talking about how, oh my God, we made history with the first ever Women's Royal Rumble, and we're going to make history again at Elimination Chamber with the first ever Women's Elimination Chamber. And quite frankly, I'm getting really annoyed with all these. We're going to make the first ever women's this and first ever women's that, first ever weave versus weave match, first ever slap a bitch match, first ever watch a paint dry on the wall women's match. I don't know. It's always first women's this, first women's that, and it feels forced. Okay, can we stop it? Can we stop trying to play up ourselves as something special? Look at us, we're the WWE. We're doing the first ever women's this and women's that. Can we just let these women go out there and make it special? We don't have to tout or brag about, oh, look at us, we're doing the first ever this. It's getting really annoying. Like, I'm just tired of it. Okay, we're doing the first ever women's Elimination Chamber match. All right, just like the Royal Rumble match, let's just hope it doesn't suck. You're playing it up as the first ever this. It better not suck, because otherwise, what's the point? Just saying. But here comes Asuka. She comes out to tell the world that nobody is ready for Asuka. And Stephanie is kind of getting on her for speaking in Japanese. Like, I didn't understand what you were saying, but then I'm just like, but she speaks Japanese, so what's the big deal? Here comes Sasha Banks, who, you know, is a lot more nastier. The story going on with Sasha Banks right now is that she's becoming a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, heelish for sure, yeah, but she's a lot more aggressive. She's a lot more in your face. She is letting people know that she's getting tired of the BS, which is cool, which is the direction she needs to go in, because quite frankly, she's been lacking a character for so long that it's actually kind of refreshing to see this side of Sasha. I haven't seen this Sasha Banks since NXT, and I'm happy to see her again. But she basically came out and challenged Asuka to a match, and Asuka accepted, and we'll get to that in just a second. But let's just talk about real quickly this women's Elimination Chamber. You would think the people in this match would have to be it's Alexa Bliss, so it's for the championship. Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Sasha, of course. I would think it would be Sasha. Kind of scared to have her in that match after the match we saw tonight. Who else do we have on Raw? It can't be Paige, because she can't wrestle. If they do have her wrestle, she's not going to wrestle in that match. So maybe one of the members of Absolution, if not both of them. Daniel Brooke, Mickie James for sure. My God. I can't imagine. Well, Nia Jax. So okay, Nia Jax, Mickie James, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Alexa. I guess we can have someone random. Daniel Brooke. I don't know. We'll have to see what they do for that 6th spot. Regardless, we'll have to see who WWE gives a story to in terms of the build-up for this, because I'm I'm not too sure if anybody else is getting that belt before WrestleMania. But if I had to guess, I would give it to Sasha. Honestly, just an early prediction, I would give it to Sasha. Honestly, because it's very clear that we're going somewhere with her. I would hope we're going somewhere with her. Based off of tonight, we better go somewhere with her. And Alexa Bliss is kind of falling off. If we're being honest, she's not really doing much. So we might end up giving that belt to someone else. And if we are, Sasha, for sure. But let's move on. We have Braun Strowman versus Kane in a last man standing match. This match ends with Braun Strowman basically beating the hell out of Kane, carrying him up to the stage. On the side of the stage is the announcer table, and the announcer table is on this stage itself, this mini stage, the set. He drags Kane to the stage, gets behind the announcer table, lifts up the whole set, the announcer table set, and flips it on Kane. He basically killed Kane because the whole thing just came crashing down on him. He killed Kane. Now, apparently, Kane got sent to the hospital, and he apparently rose up and walked out on his own 2 feet because he's a machine. But the visual of that table falling on Kane, that was pretty cool. Like, that entire sequence, that entire moment just really put over how awesome Braun Strowman is. And I'm still sitting here going, why isn't this guy our champion? Like, I get that Brock Lesnar has to hold that belt, but really, like, I really don't understand why this guy's doing all this stuff. He's a spectacle at this point. You're having him pull down stages, flip over tables. They'll probably have him flip over the ring next, and just flip it all over while people are standing in it. He's flipping over cars and trucks. I'm pretty sure they'll one day have him flip over a ring just because. But you're turning him into this spectacle, but he has nothing to show for it. So I'm personally just beyond done with this whole Brock Lesnar Universal Championship run. We know he's going to drop it to Roman Reigns, which is whatever. But man, Braun Strowman is awesome. They're throwing so much behind him. And then after he beats Kane, he goes backstage to see Kurt Angle, who is aggravated, irate. I am sick and tired of you hurting people. Why are you always putting my roster in danger? And I had to go for I had to stop for a second and go, Kurt, you put him in the match. You made the match. You made this last man standing match. No rules. No DQ. Why are you shocked that it went this far? The same guy that flipped over a truck that you fired and was forced to hire back? Why would you be upset that this happened? This has been happening. This is his status. This is what he does. This is status quo for Braun Strowman. What do you expect? It just made Kurt Angle look so bad. It just made him look incompetent, honestly, and I don't like it. I don't like how Kurt Angle is looking right now. I don't. It's not a good way for him to look, and it's kind of upsetting me, but whatever. Braun Strowman tells Kurt Angle, look, I'm going to go to Elimination Chamber and hurt everybody inside that cage match, and there's nothing you can do about it. And he's right, because it's no DQ. Just saying. We have Elias. Who wants to walk with Elias? He comes out to fight Woken Matt Hardy. So first off, Elias is catching on really fast with the audience. They are saying his catchphrase, who wants to walk with Elias? Every time he goes, what does WWE stands for? They go, walk with Elias. Each time they respond to it. He's getting that respect. It's reminding me of Bad News Barrett, which scares me. He's a heel, and he's getting over like a babyface. And you know how WWE gets when these heels get over like babyfaces. They kill it. And I hate that because he's entertaining. I love what he's doing. And I love the song he did tonight. It was really cool. How you go? Whoa, 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 something like that. And then it's Elias night. It was really cool. I forgot how the tune went, but it was a really cool tune. And I don't know, man. I don't like. I'm not I'm not confident that WWE will use him right, because he's getting over in a way that's not what his role's supposed to be. So they might kill it, which is stupid. They should write it out. And if he gets over as a babyface, turn him freaking babyface and just write it. Write this. I think they should write the Elias train. The Elias train. Don't go with that. That's dumb. But for real, this is cool. I like seeing talent get over. I like someone like Elias Sampson getting over just by being entertaining. He took on Woken Matt Hardy in a contendership match for the Elimination Chamber, and he won due to distraction from Bray Wyatt. So as entertaining as Elias was, what wasn't entertaining was what they did with Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. After Matt Hardy lost, he's on the mat, and then Bray Wyatt shows up on the Titantron, and he starts laughing. And then Matt Hardy starts laughing. And they continue laughing. We've been getting this exact same segment for the last month now. It's like ever since Matt Hardy did a promo with a fish in a bowl, which was great, that was awesome, they have run out of ideas. They've been doing this exact same segment, and nobody's reacting to it now. You notice that Matt Hardy's... You notice that he went from being the best act on Raw to just being a blob, like a blah on the roster, right? Because he's not doing anything. See what happens when your storyline gets stagnant, when a character who actually could be doing something else is not doing it? And I'm sitting here, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, isn't Matt Hardy in control? Doesn't he have creative control over his promos, over his character now? Because if he does, dude, what are you doing? What is this? What happened to, where is Senior Benjamin? Where is Rebby Sky? Where's Vanguard 1? I know Jeff Hardy's out, but Jesus, can we do something else? Something different? What's going on? They're just doing the same stuff over and over. I'm starting to lose interest. I can't believe I'm saying it. I had some interest for this feud when it first started, but now I'm losing interest. Do something different, please. Stop having to come out and laugh. It's not going nowhere. It's not. Something different needs to happen. Because I'm losing interest in this feud. I am. It's getting ridiculous at this point. I like Matt. I like Bray. I still like Bray, despite people losing interest in him for good reason. Because, my God, they're not doing anything with Bray Wyatt. But, man, we got to turn this up somehow. We got to change something up. Please. Please do something different. That's all I'm asking. Keep the feud going, but do something different. Because Matt Hardy right now, he's starting to lose steam. The Woken Matt Hardy stuff, I've been waiting for it, and I got it ever since that promo with the fish, when he cut a promo with the fish in the bowl, which was awesome. He hasn't been the same. I want more stuff like that. Please. Let's move on. We got The Miz taking on Roman Reigns in a rematch for the IC Championship. Not much to the match, honestly. We had Miz Taraj interfering, and they basically helped Miz retain the title. Roman Reigns lost, which is good. I guess next week he'll get his contendership match for the Chamber. You know, maybe. Look, he's going to be in the Chamber match because you all know that he has to fight Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, and that's what's going to happen. He's going to win the Chamber match. You know where this is going. I'm just letting you know now, which is honestly why I wasn't upset about the main event, which I'll talk about in just a second. But yeah, Miz retains. I hear that he's going to fight Braun Strowman at WrestleMania, which don't hate it, don't love it either. That's one of those matches where I go, okay, so we don't have anything for Braun Strowman, so we'll give you the IC Championship. Like, what? Okay, maybe that view can work. Maybe we can do something with that. I can see Miz and Strowman doing some really good promos and having some really nice hype going into that match. I don't know. I just kind of feel like it's below Braun. It is. Braun should be fighting for the US, the Universal Championship. Not US, that's even worse. Universal Championship. We'll see what they do going forward. The Revival defeats Heath Slater and Rhino. Again, it's like Miz and Roman Reigns. It was a match, nothing much to it. It happened. The Revival is now starting to go on a win streak after they got embarrassed by DX the week before. They cut a promo talking about how the fans are still living in the past because we support people like DX and all these legends, but instead they learn from the past, you know, to help build a better future. And then that's basically what they said and just ended the promo. And I was just like, okay, all right, wonderful. Yeah, let's see what happens. I'm assuming the Revival will eventually get a shot at those tag team titles. I'm assuming. Let's see. All right, let's get to this match. This is the match y'all have probably been waiting for me to talk about. People are calling this the match of the night. Well, we'll have to see how I feel about it by the end of things because it really was a good match. Asuka versus Sasha Banks. Let's get right to it. Sasha Banks had one of the scariest suicide dives. This woman. Let me just go step by step. Let's just talk about the match itself. First off, Sasha Banks and Asuka have really good chemistry. They were working a really good match. The counters, the flow of the match, the pacing, how it started off slow but not boring, but got better over time. And then we see Asuka get more aggressive. We see Sasha get more nasty. And as the match is going on, you know, we start to see them get a little bit more stiff. Asuka gets thrown to the outside. Sasha Banks goes to do her suicide dive like she always does. Mid-suicide dive through the ropes. Asuka kicks Sasha. Now, usually what happens is Sasha is able to go through the ropes, right? And she just sells it outside. Sasha didn't get the full dive in, so her leg hits the ropes and she just goes blip, plop, splat. Her head hits the edge of the ring and then she falls headfirst on the floor. I thought she was done. I feel like she got a concussion from that. I don't know how she finished the match. It was one of the scariest spots of the entire night. I was worried. I was seriously worried. You think Lita had one of the scariest spots in wrestling when she did that suicide dive on Trish? Almost looked like she snapped her neck. I honestly felt like Sasha almost concussed herself. Like it looked that scary. I can't tell you how bad Sasha looked with that spot. I'm at the point now where even Mick Foley said this. Mick Foley, the same guy who took a dive off of a Hell in a Cell, off the Hell in a Cell with Undertaker in 1998. The same guy who did that. The same guy who goes through flaming tables. He had a death match with Terry Funk. Excuse me. That guy said on Twitter, Sasha, you need to stop doing that. You need to stop doing that suicide dive. That spot was so dangerous and it looked so bad that Mick Foley is telling Sasha, okay, it's time to stop. Don't ever do that move again. Okay, he's not telling Big E to stop doing his spear to the outside, which is really dangerous. He's just looking at Sasha and going, yeah, you almost killed yourself, hon. You need to kill that move. It's time to stop. Will she stop? I don't know. She probably will keep doing it. But man, that was scary. Immediately after that, we see Asuka just go on this berserk run, just kicking and punching and chopping Sasha, just beating the living hell out of her. Sasha manages to hook in the bank statement a couple of times, but Asuka counters the last one into her Asuka lock, the chicken wing, and makes Sasha tap out. And then at the end of the match, we see Sasha laying on the mat and a tear rolls down her face. Like she put her heart and soul into that match, but she failed to beat Asuka. Great visual. Really good visual of her crying after the match. It needs to lead to something. This needs to lead to a heel turn. It's easy. Sasha Banks tried to do things the right way. She tried to be honorable. She tried to do things by the rules, and it hasn't gotten her anywhere. What has it gotten her? Yeah, it's gotten her a couple of championship runs that lasted 2 weeks, if that. She hasn't held that belt longer than 2 weeks. She touched it, but she can't hold it. You know, you can use that and this match as a springboard to finally give this woman a character and turn her heel. Get back the old school Sasha Banks. I miss old school Sasha Banks. Sorry, the fact that I'm saying old school Sasha Banks is a problem. It was that long ago. Get back the old Sasha Banks from NXT. I miss her. I miss that Sasha Banks. My God, can we please get her back? Please get Sasha Banks back. Get rid of this no character having bland Sasha Banks that doesn't interest me whatsoever because she doesn't have a personality. Give her that nasty boss persona that she had in NXT and just watch her explode. You have the moment. You have the resources to do it now. If she comes out next week and does nothing about what happened, I will lose respect for her as a TV character. I'm just not going to care. I'm not going to care. You're not going to make me care about this woman if you don't do something with this match. You have something, use it. Asuka completely annihilated her. When you look at it from a fantasy world standpoint, Asuka destroyed Sasha. She had a good fight, but Asuka still came out the victor, and Sasha got obliterated. You even showed her crying. Like, this is a great character moment for her, and it needs to lead to something. If it leads to nothing, I'm gonna be upset. And you're gonna waste another opportunity for these women. Again, women's revolution. You want these women to make an impact. You want these women to be just as good as Trish Stratus, as a Lita, as a Victoria, as a Molly Holly, as a Michelle McCool, as a Tori Wilson, as a Beth Phoenix. How can they? How can they? I talk about the Women's Royal Rumble match, and I even said how badly these main roster women pale in comparison to the legends, the Litas and the Trish Stratuses and these women who are getting all these big pops. Kelly Kelly got a bigger reaction than Sasha Banks in the Royal Rumble. Kelly, she looks great, but Kelly, someone that represented the piss break era, the Divas era. She got a bigger reaction than Sasha freaking Banks because Sasha Banks doesn't have a character. It's time we get her one. I am sick and tired of these awesome female wrestlers, the Sasha Banks, the Baileys, the Becky Lynches, the Charlottes, all these other women who could be something, not be something, because the WWE is too lazy to give them things to work with. I'm tired of it. It's time we give Sasha Banks the heel persona that she should have gotten a long time ago. I want to see her turn heel. It needs to happen. Otherwise, what are we doing with her? For real. There's your rant. I had to give you something since I don't have a layout tonight. So I just gave you a really good rant. Hope you enjoyed it. Man. Yeah, I personally would love to see Sasha Banks win the Elimination Chamber. Yeah, I sit here and tell you that I want Sasha to actually be like a strong standing heel champion. You know what? If we're going to have Asuka go to WrestleMania and potentially win the Women's Championship, we need to give her an opponent that's worth it. And when I look at the main roster, honestly, Alexa Bliss is not doing it for me. Alexa Bliss is not going to have the best match with Asuka. It'll probably be passable, but it's not going to be legendary. The best opponent for her, honestly, would be Sasha Banks. It would be. After this match tonight, that probably needs to be the WrestleMania match. Have Sasha go to the Elimination Chamber, win the belt, and then you can still do the whole story of her not holding it very long, play that up really well. But that could be the catalyst for her turning heel. For real. She'll lose to Asuka, but at least make it a story. You have a story with Sasha Banks winning that Women's Championship and defending it against Asuka at WrestleMania. Just saying, there really is no story with Alexa Bliss because she already lost to Asuka. You have something with Alexa, avoiding Asuka, being the one to stray far away from her as far as she can, but she lost to her clean. So that story's done. Sasha Banks and Asuka is the right story to have. Let's see what they do. All right, moving on. Let's move on. That's all I wanted to say about Sasha. I hope she's okay. I really do hope she's okay because that looked like she hurt something. But the Bar took on Titus Worldwide for the Tag Team Championships. Sasha wasn't the only one that took a nasty bump that looked like she killed herself. Apollo Crews also took a nasty bomb. This one came when I think it was Cesaro. He picked up Apollo Crews and then tossed him in the air. Apollo Crews came down onto the shoulders of Sheamus. And then Sheamus was supposed to turn around and powerbomb him. But he came down on his neck. Apollo Crews came down on his neck and then flipped backwards. I thought he had broke his neck, man. Like, come on. What is with people being dropped on their necks and heads tonight? Now, to his credit, Apollo Crews got right back up, and honestly, it just made him that much more awesome. He really had a great performance in this match. The stunts he was doing, the moonsaults, the display of power. Apollo Crews, I've said it before, the guy should be competing for the World Championship. He really should. He's that good. The only thing that's lacking is a personality. He doesn't have a character. I don't know who this guy is. I mean, on NXT, when he was developing that character, he got moved up. Before he can at least establish who the hell he is, he got moved up to the main roster, which is ridiculous to me. This guy has yet to... I don't even know who he is. Look, I like Apollo Crews. I think he has potential. But the problem is, he's still in that Rocky Maivia stage. You know what I'm saying? He's still at that point of his career where we know he's good. We see the potential, but he's not connecting. And he can't connect because he doesn't have a character. And the Titus World way, that's not a character. That's nothing. The Titus Worldwide thing, honestly, is beneath him. I hope he turns on Titus O'Neil and goes heel or something. Get a personality. Good God, man. But yeah, this guy is insane. He's absolutely insane inside the ring. Very athletic. But what can he do when he's given nothing to work with? Can we do something with Apollo Crews, please? Something else that's not this? Whatever. The Bar beats Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil. They avenged their losing streak against them. I guess that's it. Nothing else to come from that. Let's just hope Homeboy didn't get hurt too much. By Homeboy, I mean Apollo Crews. Main event time. John Cena versus Finn Balor. One-on-one. The winner gets to go to the Elimination Chamber match. Overall, it was a good match. John Cena was playing... I was very surprised seeing him play the heel in the match. And when I say play the heel, he was doing all kinds of stuff. He was letting the crowd boost get to him. He was getting frustrated. He exited the ring. He was doing a more slow, methodical wrestling style that usually isn't what John Cena does. He usually gets beat up for like 10 minutes and then makes a 5-minute comeback. No, he was on the offense for the majority of the match, and Finn Balor was the one working the babyface role, which I thought it made the match better. It really did make the match a lot better than, quite frankly, it could have been. So, good match. I really enjoyed it. I love seeing Finn Balor, throw the "you can't see me" back in John Cena's face. That was really cool. I really don't have anything negative to say about this match. It was good. The only thing I will say negative, of course, which is what you guys want me to talk about, John Cena pins Finn Balor clean after doing an AA off the top rope. Super chat by Sam, is it Faboon? Sam says, what about Ric Flair? Oh, what about Ric Flair's daughter, Charlotte, having a match with Asuka at WrestleMania? Honestly, if Ronda Rousey is going to be wrestling at WrestleMania, more than likely she'll end up fighting Charlotte. I think that would be the better match. And then we can do Asuka versus whoever's the champion on Raw. But yeah, I don't see Asuka fighting Charlotte yet. That's a match we can do in the future for sure. But thank you for the super chat, Sam. Really do appreciate it. But yeah, Cena pinned Finn Balor, and usually I would go on a rant about this. I would be upset. especially since it's Finn Balor, because they already screwed him over by having him, taken out of the match. But what makes this even more frustrating is that they gave him the longest time in the Royal Rumble. Time in the Royal Rumble. You think after he did the Too Sweet with DX and they gave him that, this guy would be getting a rocket ship push, right? Right? John Cena. And so now you're going, what the hell are we doing? Like, John Cena's in the match, right? But yeah, I would rant about that. But here's the deal, guys. Roman Reigns is going to win the match. Roman Reigns is going to win the Elimination Chamber match so he can fight Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. And I can't really complain about that because we're getting AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. Remember my deal. I said we can do Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar as long as we get AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. And we're getting that. We're getting AJ Styles and Nakamura. So I really... I would look like a hypocrite. I would look like a hypocrite now if I start complaining. So, look, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't. Okay, John Cena could go in there and be the last one to fight against Roman. It doesn't matter. Roman is going to win the match, and he's going to fight Brock Lesnar. So why complain? With that said, I do have a question. There's 6 people in this match. That was 3. There we go. 6 people in this match. Whatever. John Cena, we got Braun Strowman, and then Elias. Okay, Roman Reigns is entering for sure. Who the hell are going to be the other 2 in this match? Who the other 2 in this match? You can't just throw in somebody random like, but we can't do Matt or Bray because Matt and Bray, well, Matt got eliminated, and Bray might actually get his match too and be screwed out of that as well. We can't do... Who else do we have? Someone just brought up Rollins. Okay, that's 1. But still, like Jason Jordan? Maybe? But wait, Jordan's hurt. Here's the point I'm making. Like, you would think Balor would be in this match. What the hell are they going to do with him? Like, who else would be in this match? I'm thinking, and this is what I think. I personally think if the final 2 aren't Rollins and Jordan, maybe Finn Balor would get a spot. Maybe they might give Rollins a spot and then have Finn Balor compete again for that spot. Because you would think he would be in this match, though. Like, what else are they going to do with him? I don't know what else you can do with Finn Balor at this point. You would think he would be in this match. The only thing else that we can do with him is have him fight The Miz for the IC Championship. Like, I guess that's the direction we can go in. I'm sitting here thinking Finn Balor versus The Miz for the IC Championship. That could be a good match to do at Elimination Chamber. And then do Rollins and Jordan in the Chamber match. Someone brought up Big Cass. Nah, he's out, bruh. He's out. Adam Cole is still on NXT. Don't see that happening. Dean Ambrose is still hurt. He won't be coming back. Yeah, I think the best thing we can do, honestly, if it's not Finn Balor getting another shot, and then the final spot going to a Jason Jordan or a Seth Rollins, then we do Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan in the Chamber, and then we do Miz versus Balor for the IC Championship. I guess that's it. We got to give him something. Please don't have this man do all that work in the Royal Rumble, have one of the best performances of the night, and give him nothing. Nothing. So you either give him that Chamber match, which it doesn't matter anyways because Roman Reigns is going to win, or you give him the IC Championship match, which I guess based off of who's competing for the IC Championship at WrestleMania, it's not going to matter anyways. So, yeah, I got nothing else to say. I didn't like the fact that John Cena beat Balor, but why complain? What's to complain about? Why get upset? We all know that Roman Reigns is going to win the Elimination Chamber match, which is honestly the reason why I don't care about it. I don't care about it. Chamber matches, it's one of those matches where, yeah, we can have all the same people in the previous chambers, Rollins, they can go in there and have a cool, crazy spot fest, kill each other match. Roman Reigns is going to win. He's going to go to WrestleMania, kick out of 35,000 F5s, and then beat Brock Lesnar to be the Universal Champion. But it's, again, it's something we see coming. It's something we knew was going to happen, so why get upset about it? So there you go. That's my thoughts on Raw. Again, overall, I feel like despite me ranting, it was still a good show. It was still one of the best Raws this year. Jonathan Coachman on commentary really helped it out. Dudley Boyz in the Hall of Fame, really cool. Someone's asking me about Ronda Rousey. Do not expect her to wrestle until WrestleMania. She might make an appearance here and there. You might see her on Chamber, on commentary, perhaps. You might see her on Raw. But she's not wrestling until WrestleMania. And I'm telling you, she's going to be fighting Charlotte. That's what I believe. If she's not fighting Stephanie. Now, here's a rumored match that I just read, actually. I'm glad this one was brought up in the live chat. I hear that the match Ronda Rousey could have is a tag match. It will be Triple H and Stephanie McMahon versus Ronda Rousey and a partner of her choosing. If that's the case, if we're doing that match, this is the perfect time to bring back The Rock. The Rock and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. This is the match they've been building up since WrestleMania 31. So why not? If we can't do The Rock, insert Braun Strowman into that match. That would be a Braun Strowman worthy match. See, Braun Strowman is too good for the IC Championship. But he's not too good to have a match with Ronda Rousey. Braun Strowman and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie. Mwah, I'm there. Beautiful. Beautiful. We got a match. We got a feud. Let's do that. I'm all for that if we do that match. If we can't do Braun Strowman, The Rock and Stephanie McMahon. The Rock and Ronda versus Stephanie and Triple H. That's fine too. You know? Honestly though, come on. I would go with Braun. I honestly would go with Braun and Ronda. That sounds amazing. But we'll probably do The Rock and Ronda Rousey, which is fine. Honestly, that's a match. That's WrestleMania worthy. That's a cool match for The Rock to return in. I honestly would love to see that match. Will he be free for WrestleMania, though? That's the question to ask. We'll have to see what they do. But that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts on Raw. I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say. Again, apologies for the layout. Like, Google Hangout just crapped on me in terms of the toolbox. So I hopefully will have something for you tomorrow. Maybe it'll fix itself tomorrow. If it doesn't fix itself, it is what it is. But regardless of me having a layout or not, I hope you enjoyed this review. Give me your thoughts about Raw down below in the comments. And as always, like, subscribe, and share. And help your boy Alyx, man, become a huge hit in the YouTube wrestling community. But I love you. This is your boy Alyx signing off right here in your boy Alyx World. You guys take it easy. Peace out.